Today I'm Jack Pine, actually, because I'm feel as tall as a tree, a Jack Pine tree. I'm just trying to get a handle on the numbers of schools in the area where I live, and I want to start picking up litter again like I did in my first two videos, but this time I want to hit more bus stops in the vicinity of schools, and I'm just trying to understand how many schools there are in the Antelope Valley, which is in Los Angeles County, Southern California, specifically Lancaster, California. And I've come up with about 9, 10, maybe 17 schools. That's less than 20, and if there's 300 plus bus stops in the city of Lancaster, and say 20 schools, and each school maybe has 1, 2, or 3 bus stops, that's going to be 50 or 60 bus stops to pick up litter from, and that's why I haven't gotten outside yet, because it sounds overwhelming. And I want to do it because I think it's important to help kids feel good about themselves. And I think if they see less trash in their immediate vicinity, especially on their way to and from school, that they can't help but feel good about themselves. So they're not thinking about the trash they're looking at, and they're looking at something else, something green. I had a little note that I had, an article I cut out of the magazine, now I can't find it, that I got from my alma mater, and it said something to the effect that teenagers show less aggressive tendencies when they're in a green landscape or green environment. So I thought, well, that's encouraging. That's kind of sort of what I'm aiming for, and I'm not sure how to track the effect of my project. I just hope that it will have a positive effect on however many kids take the bus to school. Now there's, I said less than 20 schools, and that's about 50,000 kids in Lancaster. That includes the Antelope Valley Union High School District with 23,000 kids. There's 15,000 more kids at the Antelope Valley College, so there's 38,000. The Westside Union School District has 9,000 kids in grades K through 8, and the Lancaster School District in the city where I live has another 15,000 in grades K through 8. So that's 24,000 K through 8. And I'm focusing on middle school, high school, college age. So that's 15 and 9 is 24, 12,000, and 38 is 50,000 kids. That's 10% of the population out here in the Antelope Valley, which is about, there's 160,000 people live in Lancaster. 500,000 people live in the Antelope Valley area, so that's a lot of kids. Now, I don't know how many kids take the bus, and I'm hoping that not every bus stop is going to be inundated with litter, because that's a little overwhelming for one person. So anyway, the problem here, let me come over there real quick. You've heard of a close-up. This is up close and personal. The problem I have, the story problem I want to present is how can I clean up litter around however many bus stops. I don't know how much litter there is. I think that's the unknown. That is the unknown factor. But I want to clean up litter at 101 bus stops or 50 bus stops, and around the area. I know the city maintains the bus stop, and they'll empty the containers, but they don't pick up the trash around the bus stops. So that's where I come in. So I may do 1 or 2 or 3, depending on how much trash there is out there. And I'm going to go out right now and case the joint, as they say in detective stories, or scope out the area and see what I'm up against. And this may be an ongoing project. So on to the next part of this. Will be outside near a school, and let's see what we've got to deal with out there. Okay? Bye. Why is that car stopping right where I want to film? A mattress somebody threw in an empty lot here right behind the school. I don't know that the kids can see it, but I suspect if they walk to school from this way, they can. I'm going to show you in a minute. I guess he's just going to sit there. Can't imagine he's not even parked. Well, let's walk up here and I'll show you. See there? Oh, they're just looking at a map. All right, that's fine. I'm just going to walk up here and show you. This is the back end of one of the schools on my list, and I have to be careful not to walk on the property, of course, school property. But I did find one bus in the front of the school that was clean. That's good news. But in the back of this school, hold on, look left, then right, then cross the street. It's Jack again, and well, today I'm actually Jack Frost because it's a little cold out here. And I just wanted to bring you up to speed. You can hear me over the traffic in the background about my endeavors this week to pick up trash around bus stops to hopefully help kids feel good about themselves. Anyway, I drove around this week and I visited 20 schools, high schools, middle schools, college campus here, Antelope Valley College, and found about only a dozen bus stops, not the 101 bus stops I thought I was going to find. And hey, look at the pickup behind me. Cool. I'm standing here because this property is owned by the railroad, and I emailed them to ask them if they might clean up the trash that's gathered in all the corners here. There's a dumpster right over there, but nobody doesn't seem to be used. But they responded and were very nice and said, yes, we'll send a maintenance crew over and have a look at that. And I don't know when that's going to happen. So I felt good that my project was already done, or I didn't have anything else to do. Except the original bus stop that I had visited, the first two seemed to be the most dirty, and I've been there like 3, 4, I think 5 times, because it's centrally located right between, there's an adult education school, and then there's an alternative desert continuation school, and then on the other side of the street there, if you walk down 6 blocks, there's a campus, a local high school campus, and the Boys and Girls Club. And so I think a lot of kids, I'm not blaming the trash on the kids, but to clean, so I felt good cleaning that up, because a lot of kids the kids that rode the bus would not notice so much trash. I focused on Lancaster, California, which is in the Antelope Valley in the high desert, about 60 miles northeast of Los Angeles. And then Los Angeles County, which is one of 58 counties in the state. And Lancaster is just under 100 square miles. So I got myself overwhelmed in the beginning. I wasn't sure how this all was going to work out. I just knew that I wanted to help in some way. I wanted to help kids feel good about themselves. I want to clean up the environment somehow. So I went out and scouted schools and realized there wasn't that much work for me to do, but I did find 2 spots by schools, one an empty lot that I cleaned up one corner of all the trash and put down some dirt and some flower seeds again, and that's over, just so happens, by the bus stop that I first started at. And then the other place I cleaned up was behind Lancaster High School. There's a wash back there. I nicknamed it Cattail Creek because it has cattails in it, and I picked up a lot of litter. It's about 1/4 of a mile long, and then as I was doing that, I noticed that there was a bus stop across the street. There was didn't look like a regular bus stop. It just had a sign and it said bus stop. So the kids must come in there by school bus. I didn't see any city buses running by there, but at least when they get off the bus next, they'll not have so much trash to look at. I was wondering, and I'm going to address this to Kevin, a young friend I know who is a computer science major in college and is studying programming for video games. And I thought, well, what if this could be a video game somehow, to calculate all the numbers of people that live hereabouts, and all the bus stops, all the schools, all the kids. And if I wanted to pick up 1 ton of trash, and how long would that take me? And maybe some of the graphics, you'd have trash blowing in the wind. I don't know, but it could be a race of some sort to pick up the most trash, or what kind of trash, or... All right, here's a Take 65. Here's some homework. Pop quiz. See if you can tell where I am. Somewhere in the Antelope Valley by these GPS coordinates. I'm at latitude north 34 degrees, 42 minutes. I can't do it. All right. Take 70. Here's some homework. A little pop quiz. See if you can tell where I'm located in the Antelope Valley by these GPS coordinates. I'm at latitude north 34 degrees, 42 minutes, 22.6044 seconds. My longitude is west 118 degrees, 7 minutes, 12.0648 seconds. All right, ready, set, go. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. This is Jack Frost today because it's a little cold out here. And I just want to encourage everybody to keep it clean and keep it green. And thanks for listening. We'll see you next time, okay? Or see you next year, because tomorrow is New Year's Eve. All right. Bye.